Hi guys, it's Kat. So my hair is wet because I literally just got out of the shower a couple minutes ago, but I'm getting ready for my part-time job today and I haven't been there in a while, so we'll see how today goes. But that's what we're getting ready for today. And not gonna lie, I only got about an hour to get ready, so we're gonna try to do this quick, as I say like every freaking video I make. Yeah, don't forget an Alani though, so we're going in with my cotton candy Alani. I'm going in with my Tatcha, the Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. I've been loving this, like using it like every day. Kind of reminds me of the Caudalie Mist. And I'm thinking about it, I was like, what does this remind me of? And it's the Elixir. That's what it's called. Going in with my Rhode Glazing Milk. Guys, I'm prepping videos weeks in advance because I got so much stuff that's gonna be happening the next couple weeks. So it's like I'm talking about things, but you know, we're just gonna talk. Because this week I work at my part-time job for like the first time in forever. And I have not been there since freaking February, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. Glossary dewdrops. It's gonna be hard like getting back in the groove of things, as I have not been there in freaking literal months. But since I've not been there freaking forever, I'm just like, what am I doing here? The amount of times I want to quit that part-time job just because I'm scheduled every once in a freaking blue moon. And it's on a Saturday. It's like, I got so used to having my Saturdays off. It was so nice. With Mother's Day coming up and it's a jewelry store, it's gonna be packed for Mother's Day. I also got my nails done and I thought these were really cute. Going in with Bubble Hydrating Eye Cream. Schedule me one really short shift and one really long shift, so that's gonna be like really hard to navigate, especially with the shorter shift being like, okay, and then going into like an 8.5 hour shift, I'm gonna be like, what the heck? So it's like I'm excited to see my friends, but at the same time I'm not excited to work. Tatcha water cream. You know, it's like my boyfriend's mom keeps telling me and my boyfriend to just quit and stuff because I have a full-time job. I really don't need a part-time, and you know, if I'm only scheduled every once in a while, I'm not making that much money from it. Tower 28 SPF, so it's like, what's the literal point if I'm never scheduled anyway? They just need me for seasonal, but it's like over the summer I don't want to be scheduled. I want to enjoy my summer because from my summer I actually get off of my full-time job for a whole month. I would love to do that work for you. I'm just hoping they don't schedule me on days where I tell them I can't be scheduled this month. I'm here with my e.l.f. The Blemish Control Face Primer because my face is still breaking out recently. One thing I will say is that I'm glad both of my shifts are not like opening shifts or closing shifts, they're mid shifts, which I will gladly take. And then they didn't schedule me the one day that I needed off on the 16th, so my thank goodness. So at least they're flexible with me in that way because they know I work a full-time job and I'm only seasonal. So when I ask for days off, I usually get them off. But still, like, I don't want to be here all the time. Need something a little more full coverage, so I'm going in with my Charlotte Tilbury foundation and Too Cool. Like I said in my past video, you see me looking in this direction over here, it's because I got a mirror hair now. I'm not trying to do this. Look over here. It's weird because sometimes they're like in like the store, they say I'm a neutral skin tone and then they give me like a cool tone foundation. So it's like, am I a neutral tone or my cool tone? You know, as long as it works, I don't care. The thing about my part-time job is I've been there for literally almost a full 5 years. Kind of full 5 years if you don't count me not working during certain months. I've been there since 2021, so it's been a hot minute since I started there, not gonna lie. There's been so many times where I just wanted to fully quit, not be seasonal, and just say, you know, bye. But like, there's always some things that are like keeping me there. That they being like my manager or something, because I love her. I love all of my coworkers, so it would be hard to say bye. And there are people that are leaving and coming right now. So like my one really good friend quit not too long ago, and she was there for about the same amount of time as me, maybe longer. Going in with a beauty blender to really set this in. And add this foundation. Going in with Tower 28 concealer. So like I said, it's hard thinking about leaving after being there for so many years. I feel like this is one of the jobs that just has to go because it's not really benefiting me much anymore, especially if I'm not working and not making money. That's like, what's really the point of staying? Like ever since I started there, a lot has changed like policy wise and discount wise and commission wise and all that stuff. So I think I might have to move on to a different concealer too. Then what's come out of this? My Tower 28 concealer. Or this scrape in the sides. So it's like after seeing how this month goes working wise and how traffic is in the store and how it is working there again after literally not working there since February, I think that'll help me make a decision, but it's hard. Part of me wants to just leave the store after a good run and be like, see you guys, especially since everyone's telling me to quit. Morphe bronzing stick. The only thing really keeping me there is that my mom loves this store and she loves everything from it. But it's like I can't really buy anything with my discount unless I work that month. So even if I don't work that month and I need to buy something, I have to pay full price, which is kind of ridiculous. Because I don't even get my employee discount if I'm not working that month. So like today I can buy something because I'm working. I do need a Mother's Day gift for my mom, but at the same time, it's like, if I can't use my discount on months I'm not working, then like, obviously if I didn't have a full-time job, I would be no second guessing that I have to stay there for many, but since I have a full-time job and I'm already working 5 days out of the freaking week, do I really need to be working at 6? Going in with my Giorgio Armani 53S Illuminate Silk Cheek Tint. Put 3 dots right here for now. I need to start rushing this process a little bit. I'm talking too much about a job that I'm literally planning on going to in the next hour. It's like I'm talking to you guys about this as if I have to literally make a decision today if I'm quitting or not. And it's like, no, it's just something that's been kind of on my mind recently. Especially since I got used to not working Saturdays and now working Saturdays again. It's like, do I really want to be doing this? Also, I just had like a really stressful week at work with my kiddos, which didn't make having to go back to work on a Saturday easy. But I keep telling myself that the shift will go by quick, especially if it is busy, then it'll be fine. And then, you know, it'll be okay. Going in with this Tarte Glow Tape highlight. This is in Rose Glow, I want to say. Yeah, Rose Glow. I just put like 2 little dots here on each cheek and 2 on my nose. And then blend it out. I also got to see my best friend after work today, so I can't complain. I'm gonna show you guys, but I went in with my Dior. This is the Nude Matte Filter finishing powder. Went in with that. And I'm starting to hit pan on this 30. It's currently 12 o'clock and I work at 1:30, so, you know, I gotta be out of the house by 1. Still gotta eat. I need to stop talking and hurry up. Going in with my House Labs bronzer, which this thing hit pan too. When I did this whole video, it's just me debating if I should quit my part-time job as I'm getting ready to go to my part-time job. My manager at my part-time job finds it funny. Well, she doesn't find it funny. I find it funny. Every time I go to her and I tell her about some sort of injury I got from work, she goes, so you went to school to get beat up by children for a living? And I'm like, yeah, basically. Mind you, she's gonna be like, you want to go back to school and become a teacher, deal with these kids for the rest of your life. And I'm like, yeah, that is still a big thing on my to-do list, is to get my degree in special ed so that I could become a teacher, because I would love to get my degree in special ed and become a full-time teacher. I think that is where the route is taking me. Like, I have my degree in social work, but like working in special ed now, I feel like that's my calling. Like, as weird as it sounds. Like, you have to have a certain amount of patience with these kids, and I feel like I got that. Going in with my Dior blush. This is in 001 Pink. It's like when I talk about my kids at my job, like my students, it's hard because some people just don't get it. But then also people are like, thank you for all your hard work. And it's like confusing because some people are like, I don't know how you do it. And at the same time, people are like, well, we count you as a blessing for you to do that kind of work for us. If I didn't love the job, I'd be gone right now. But like, the reason I left my first job working with autistic children wasn't because of my kids, like my clientele. It was literally because of management that pushed me away. So that's why I quit that job. But then this job, I left there. Rem Beauty highlight, which I use this so much, you guys, and I feel like I have not made an entire dent in this yet. And it's just like every day. It's kind of funny that my sister was at the school I'm at for 9 years, and literally if I get my teaching degree and they help me pay for school, I'm gonna be there for another at least like 5. And I've been there for a year and a half. So I'm gonna quickly fill in my brows. Which I also got my brows done yesterday at the nail salon, and they're not to my liking, but what are you gonna do? The hair will grow back. Not gonna lie, I'm really upset with my eyebrows right now because they just don't look the way I want them to, but we don't got a lot of time, so I can't fix it up too much. But I spent literally like 10 minutes on them. 10 minutes I'll never get back because your girl still has to blow dry her hair. Going in with my makeup by Mario palette for my eyes. Turning with the shade up here for my crease. This one has the most dent and it cleaves so much of it. For like a transition shade. It's my favorite way to do things. I'm in a talking less mood and more hurry up mood because I still gotta eat. My stomach's over here like gargling like feed me food, and I'm like, you gotta wait. I'm going in with this shade over here now for my outer corner. I feel like I still have not taken off the plastic off of this mirror and this palette here. It's still on. I feel like one side of my eye always gets more pigment than the other. I'm like, but why? Going in with this little pinky shade here for the center of my lid. Favorite thing about this palette is that all the shadows just blend so nicely together, and I'm so happy about it. I say I'm happy with like the most monotone voice. I'm trying to be happy, but I'm also rushing. And then we're gonna go in with this little sparkly shade here. I'll put that right here. And then on the back of this brush, I'm literally just gonna take this shade here and just put this in like the inner corners of my eyes for a little highlight. And then a little bit bright in my brows. My uneven, god-awful, ugly brows today. What are you gonna do? I'm going again with my Sephora white liner, which this ink is almost done. Down under my eye. I'm going in with my Charlotte Tilbury matte blur setting spray. For my lips, we're going in with this ColourPop Lippy pencil in Avi. And then for lipstick, we're going with Candy Chic by Charlotte Tilbury. And this lip softy from Tower 28 in Red Bean Mochi. And that's the lip combo for today. A little on the darker side, not gonna lie. And then I'm gonna go in with mascara and then these two are nearing its end too. This is the Maybelline Body Mascara and the Sky High Maybelline Mascara. Going in with these two. Finishing the look all with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Impeccable Setting Spray. And now I gotta go blow dry my hair. Alrighty guys, here's the final makeup look for today. My hair is blow dried and it feels nice. Thank you guys so much for getting ready with me today. Make sure you like and subscribe and comment below for engagement, and I'll talk to you guys later.